Hoo hoo hoo. Oh, you again. Hello, mother. I gotta admit, I never thought I would see this version of you here. It has indeed been a while. It was my long life. I never did imagine we'd meet face to face again. To tell you the truth, I had given up on the idea. When I had become an old woman before your little prophecies came to pass, I began to presume many things you informed me of were simply fibs and fables. As the decades wore on, sometimes I wondered if your otherworldly origins were not merely a dream I had as a girl. Obviously not. You still remember me tearing the disguise off, right? Oh heavens, how could I forget that? You sure know how to scare the dickens out of a young girl. See, I never thought I would be seeing you like this either. Kinda weird. Forgot humans got all wrinkly and nasty when they get old. Age before beauty, mother. Speak for yourself. You know damn well why I wanna avoid looking my age. Always so vain. I'm amazed that threat worked. I got a shit ton of imperial forces under my command. You've been learning to assess credible threats like that. Why, yes, a butter and eggs woman to the very end, aren't we? Yeah, you and your old-timey speak. I guess none of you ever got rid of that. It does, in fact, appear to be a universal constant. That, along with some other things about myself, and yourself as well. I don't know that everything you said was true after all. Look here, bitch. I'm not of all the things, but earlier I'm not. And that is admirable. As such as a murderous and an empress with repeated course of genocide and world domination and those assorted bears can be called admirable. Wow, every version of you seems hell-bent of giving me bullshit today. As of you, young Mrs. Crooker arrived at these conclusions entirely independently. This day is my first time meeting her. Meanwhile, I have sat on my own machinations against you for years. Goddamn heresies. See, girl, I like your style. All the rest try to pick fights. You, though, you played it smart. I pay respect on that. That's what private queen does is, you know. Yes, even though I carry no intent of repeating your misdeeds, and I no presume neither do Jane. As such, I hope you know that my actions do not reflect upon her. Those girls are not the ones raised. I'm not Jane, only what she could have become, given the right time and place. I know that. That's why I wanted to give her a chance. You should have known we'd never do things your way. I always was an ambitious lass, rebellious even. We cloakers are too plucky for our own good. Yeah, I see that now, damn Clune Ghost. Come on! Is there any way to speak to your daughter? Uh, God, any fucking day now. We are dispersed our issues into the air. This guy can show up whenever. Doesn't this guy have any respect for narrative pacing? We're sitting out here with all our vital regions exposed like European countries ripe for foreign invasion. There's a long list of people waiting to kick my ass. I can't give this one all day. Wait, a second. What's that strangely ominous glow in the distance? Let's take a wild guess. I don't know if you noticed. I mean, I guess there's no way for you to, but this audio died. Not you, my bro. It was him and Dave Sprite. That guy. They were fighting on Jack and just got well. Talk about deja vu. You really don't remember that? No, nothing in here but 16 years of isolated adolescent or shit. I've gathered that the puppet fixation appears to be more or less constant, but whatever. I guess that's good. It's hard to think that you're similar in so many ways, but there's no connection beyond that. The version of me that you all knew, none of me is in him at all. I guess good for him and good for you, but it's still unnerving. I don't know about that. I didn't know the guy. Maybe you two actually was very similar, as much as you can be given your separate upbringings. Maybe, but he wouldn't have remembered being me, would he? If it didn't work that way for you, I don't know why it would work like that for anyone else. I guess it's just more proof of Oscar really doesn't care. On top of preserving any of us for giving us a good ending, it's all big picture stuff. The splash had to happen, so it did, and everyone on either side of it, they had to live with it. In a sense, probably no good reason that there had to be such a temporal distance between us and our couple years either. The only real purpose I can see is to give the human side more some kind of text against the goddess, which we know have in fucking spades. Though I think the man control of friends and murder of guardians will probably be enough for that. Who knows? From what I can tell, or in or either side of the scratch, we were dealt a radically different set of circumstances. Like you said, playing the same cards differently. Maybe Skaya does know. Maybe that's why he stuck my ass out of my own and said, "Look, kid, if you want to not starve to death, you're on your own." So I had to grow up and learn to be the closest thing to a grown up I could. There was nobody else I could rely on. I had to be independent. We presented a different way to play our cards, but past that, it's up to us. I had to survive on my own, but I couldn't make the others learn the skills I on from that. That was on them, and I kind of wish I would seen that. Tours were a poor stretch. They didn't know until we each dreamers, but thinking about how we just as easily could have been different group who started hustling, that those people we met used to have different lives that vanished, it's unnerving. The only thing directing it all is Kaya, and Kaya doesn't care as long as everything works out the way it wants to in the end. So I guess we're all teetering on high lord of insanity in this huge frozen sea of dipshits. The occasional tsunami washing us all into the water where we float like a bunch of kids getting their first swim lesson in the deep end. They're probably sharks. I don't know what a shark symbolizes in all this. Loud English, crippling self-doubt. Who cares? A formless yet omnipresent deity watching over us demigods, keeping us in line like a stern yet absent parent. That's Kaya, I guess. Wow, I just realized the comedy and horseshit behind the gigantic killer game. Behind the apocalyptical nonsense and moving beyond the nihilistic denial that we have any real agency in a whole thing. It's a giant coming of age story. Campbell, the Campbell, the hero journey, the call to adventure, the refusal of the call, all of that. Right, I remember was discussing one of my webcomics one time, saying it was successfully included the belly of the well or something. The universal buildings Roman breaks this dude and then put him back together. Welcome to our lives. And don't get me started on the whole hero routine. Jesus. Alright then, I won't. Haha. See, you're learning. And it only took possibly traumatizing somebody I love for life to figure that out. Yippee. Um, wait a sec. Tell me what is wrong with this picture. What big. Oh, Christ. We turned our back on nobody. What fucking amateurs. He had maybe what goddamn hit point left. We couldn't have gotten far. Where could he have even gone? I had no clue. It was an up on juice. I don't know what that does to you. How is he not leaving a boat trail on the side of the goddamn Mississippi? Well, we're in space. What are even the logistics of this? Will the blood float? Look, I don't know jack shit about physics, and I don't think this game does either. At least, to have gotten away scot-free with never having crossed a peripheral vision, you would have to have did it, right? So I went away from the session. Mission accomplished. Hey, we got this magic juju thing at least, which is a crowbar apparently. Wild. Yep, it is a crowbar. But I know from experience that even the most mind-bendingly horrific of unshot mystical jujus can look funny innocuous. It's true. Any mild-mannered physicist can fuck you up with one of these. Exactly, or the lollipop I was talking about, or this puppet I had growing up. Puppet. Puppet. His name was Little Cal. I think my bro left him to me. A friend of mine, this alien who was really into all the cryptic mystical shenanigans, called him a Juju. Look, I know I just went on a tangent about how Altef and connection to us, but I cannot bring myself to believe that any version of me will ever spread a piece of shit willingly to another human being. That puppet was evil. What? And I was just saying that because of his dead eyes, or that soul crushing giggle, or the way he moved around in my dreams. What kind of inanimate object was a dream self anyway? Dude, the fact you have against the sea, man. Rose was doing research because it's what steers do. I don't even know where she gets this shit. Not like you can steer the meteor into the parking lot of the public library. Apparently, the puppet was possessed. The big bad of the multiverse lurks in this stuffing, fucking with people. I would like to know her credentials. From where I'm standing, she was pretty tight. I don't know, she got vaporized on the God's lab and now she's at the Sphere of Light. I didn't ask for her CV. She said it's not always possessed, but anytime it's in the universe, it has potential to be a window for this guy to get his peep on and call into your soul. Give him a man to possess this. Just for the record, he never called it to my soul. I think it was the shades. Thank God for bestseller, I guess. I can see the horror terrors with this on either. Fuck shouted mutual armor and sticking with more red plastic. I'm just not sure how to respond to the revelation that the only semblance of human interaction I had for 10 goddamn years is apparently loud English and an emotional hunger, or that the stupid animations decoded to be for my centuries dead would be guardian was the only thing standing between me and possible demonic possession. Not sure is as any a test you can do to find out if it's a career or not, but my advice is to burn the fucker. I can't, I don't have him. Oh shit, where is it? Adopt him before he enters the game, as probably at the bottom of the ocean of a post-apocalyptic Earth. Now done by all but the carapace shortly before the universe as a whole got axed. And I'm pretty sure they don't have the scuba gear. I don't know if it's far enough. This game throws away so enough shitty plot twist at us. I don't know if I really want to ask if and where it pop up next, or what happened when it does. Keep an eye out, and if you see it, build a flamethrower. Let me head on back and let him as well. And it's my moment to bid your stiffly goodbye before I chuck his body into the burning inferno, or go on a quest to incinerate him in the depths of a volcano. Good prisoner one. Watch out for badly close to Gremlin jumping out on the last second. I have it on good authority that's the best way to undo an evil curse, like a naturally occurring phenomenon the planet evolved to combat hypothetical dark forces. Or maybe it just denatures evils the same way extreme heat denatures most things. I'm not sure how that works, but if it makes sense to the mind of an old fart with a hate boner against the Industrial Revolution, sure. Whatever, I take it. Our forge was hit by FIs too, so we've got some godly power to add to the mix. So there's a great Roman to go with the Nordic Middle Earth shit. And hey, and we should sacrifice so if it runs the party. Complete with some Judeo-Christian nonsense expounded upon by Socrates. So we're back to Greek Roman again. The game makers patched up in Bulgaria to fill out the game were apparently greatest hits of Western civilization. In addition to not giving a shit about its player, Skyrim doesn't give a shit about the consistent mythology. Wonder what kind of stuff the trolls got started with. Except they also had a Kinna, which makes no fucking sense. Unless a Kinna is in our midst because she's a bird. God damn, I don't want to think about this. Let's just go report as a jack on the loose and shoulder whatever next hellish round of bullshit this game throws at us. I can't be done for that. Keep an eye out for Cal. Something tells me is bound to make an appearance. I'm getting the heebie-jeebies during his out there now somewhere watching. You always turned up when you were last expecting it to. But have him sneaking up on some poor oblivious bastard unprepared. Maybe I should give everyone on my team a chase. Sound like a plan. Oversee his official inauguration into the Crooked Club. Our religion is already picking up speed. Soon, we'll be big enough to scheme and start fighting for supremacy. Who wants to be the one to lead a list of 95 names to the church door? Hal. Definitely Hal. There's a splinter state right there. They stop the one start farming substacks based on who they want to smoosh with. I hear the shit gets ugly. I think we've got enough on our plates, like vanishing big bads. It will be some other smug job to take on Jack whenever he shows up again. Is the one thing we're not liking Jack's fighters? Or Jack's. Enough for everyone, think of a jackpot over here. Wow. After everything else I've said, that's what looking to too. Wow. I'm sorry, my only other response is that pun would be wholly inappropriate given your background of having to live with a bisexual maniac. Fair enough. Well, let's sit back. I bet the seals already have our next job lined up. So don't leave one in the barrel. You better keep running. You were right. Oh, but that's bad news. Are you here to laugh at me? The bastardly circuit brought on at last. No sister, no med spirit, no luck, no life. You're a tiny hero. You knew this was coming, didn't you? That's why you came along in the first place. You were biding your time, waiting your taking your time, waiting for me to crash and burn. Well, today's your lucky day. Here I am, crashed and burnt. Bet you think I got what I deserved. Do you think that? No! I did what everyone else was too lazy or weak or scared to do. Someone had to stick to it to English, and you know I'm the strongest. It was for the greater good. Sure, some ghosts died, but they were casualties of war. Did you cry for them? They were different, okay? They were important too, to the mission. Don't look at me like that. Stop being so calm and quiet. I hate it. You just be sad, be bad now. So you were when you were being a robot. Shout at me or tell me I ruined everything or be happy that I failed. Don't just sit there. What do you want me to do, Vriska? Anything! Anything is better than nothing. That's why I had to do something in this place. If you stand still for too long, you'll get stuck in the same stupid cycles of vibrating bullshit forever. Talking about nothing while the world listen to burns you breaks apart. I had to break out of that. I had to keep going or I will be really dead. What is it like? What is what like? To be dead, double dead. Whatever frustratingly redundant or contradictory term we made up for a state of being or not being. I don't know. It hasn't happened to me. Don't bullshit me, Megiddo. You talk to ghosts all the time. Without bubbles, I mean. They're not very forthcoming. They summarize, I think. This place isn't where souls are meant to go. It's a fiction of stitched together memories breathed to life as the dark gods. Someday soon it will fade and everyone who has lingered here will move on, whether unleashed and them or volunteer or not. Do you think it's better than here? I hope so. I want to believe there's nothing to be afraid of. I'm not afraid, I was just curious. I understand. I do feel things, you know. When it's a devastation around us, formed by the rage of the Lord of Time, it does sadden me. But I try to look at it from a different angle. Many things seem terrible until you realize you're looking at them from the wrong direction. And changing your viewpoint can make a lot of things easier. I try to spread the word that there's nothing to fear, because that gives me and other people hope. I spend time confused and frightened and hungry, and also time feeling nothing much at all. But I can't let emotions control me, and neither can you. This second life is impermanent for everyone. Only a few make it mean something. They were lucky enough to have that much. Do you really want to do something to help? Is there anything left I can do? Is it arena? I can get my army together. Everything I did fell apart. Even the weapon was a bust. All I did was make John disappear after he finished telling me what a loser he thought I was. It's like my entire afterlife is someone's sick idea of joke. Go ahead, love. I'm waiting. I'm not here to close. I may be a good friend. I may be able to help you. How? Do you want to do something like a song English? No matter how dangerous? Sure. This bastard is to pay. That may be an opportunity for you if you're willing to take it. I take anything. Glad to hear it. There are some others who have embraced the idea of using this afterlife for good. They are nowhere here. Like I said, I've been a real friend. And I think you will be delighted to hear that Team Charge is back in action. Tavros? You're in command of the army? This has to be a joke. It can be happening. I think you will find it is very much a thing that is happening, except for the part of being an army which is itself. We're group of friends and volunteers. Ah, this isn't possible. Why would they follow you? You're a huge Winnie. They won't even follow me that well. I had to bug and fuss and use mind control just to get the stupid bus moving. Well, maybe you should have tried being nice and making friends and getting people to listen and follow you because they liked you, instead of being yelled at or being forced with specific powers. It makes everybody happier. I just started talking and they liked what I said and this happened. So all of us are working together now. This was lame. Maybe, but now I'm the one with a lot of friends following me, not you. I did something that you couldn't do, so I don't care how lame you think it sounds because it worked. I guess so. Hey, maybe we should let bygones, this army, friends, whatever. Can I join up? I don't know about that. Why not? Well, a lot of times when I was near you, you made me feel unhappy, or that I could only be happy by making you happy, and I thought that was okay. I don't think you could make me feel that way because now I have a better way of finding my self-esteem, that is, myself. But I don't know if I want to be around you still. Tyrus shouldn't be anything that makes you comfortable, but I think this guy could be useful. Yes, send to her, she knows what's up. I could be so useful. What do you want to join anyway? So you can be bossy and mean and try to take over again? So many questions. Why won't you let it mean? Do you want me to beg? No, I want the truth. That's worse. Good. I'm just killing people I care about, okay? Before, I wanted to kill him because I'm the best gamer and not to show everyone how good I am. And of course, because it was untouched reality, blah blah blah. But now, this feels a lot more urgent. Who know that there was some other kind of motivation besides being wholesome? Weird, huh? I want to see that motherfucker burn. So that's my sub story. Am I suffered enough for you? I don't know. I don't want anybody to suffer. I guess you can join. Just maybe don't talk to me or even get very near me unless I said it's okay. Deal? Can I be a captain? No. You seem to forget that this is the official army with formal ranks or even a formal official leader. If I make it to reduce it to the loser where it doesn't make you happy, you're the boss. What are you doing anyway? We're splitting into groups like this one to keep Lord English moving around the furthest ring. Some places were very, very bad for him to destroy, and people besides us were working to defeat him. When he's chasing us, we buy time for him. You use him as bait? Guess we learn from the best. No, to both of these things. They're on bait, they're distractions, and they try to get away. Sometimes they do die, but our jam it will sound like they'll go somewhere that's better, so I feel that maybe it's okay. Who by one sense, death is really a big adventure anyway. When they're choosing instead of being forced. It makes them dying mean something. If they do die, I mean. We think it's better to do something and maybe die than do nothing, even if it does mean it's safer for a while. Good point. That's unreal. Who would think it would say ever says that to you? After that, show is full of surprises. Thank you. That compliment, that was also an insult, so I'm not sure how to feel about it. Feel good because Megiddo is right, you do need me. I'm a thief of light. One will, in all reality, could be better. Wait. Hey, Cat. Ah! Christ of a slice of grub love. We need to put up a set of warning bears on you before you give someone a heart attack with retcon bullshit. Whoops, sorry. I'm still getting used to this. Yeah, you both speak humans and you desire teleport powers. I need on you to expanding buffet of magical abilities that have some more that make your life any easier. Hey, I think this one has come in handy at a little bit. After all, we are all not dead now, which I think is a plus. I admit, I'm grateful to not have been stabbed and then burned alive in lava, for I do have the memory of it, and I just about as awful. Ouch. It's nice to see you again when you are not being murdered. We don't have a choice to talk when that's what's happening, and about 3 years, we should definitely catch up. Man, that's a crazy day. And this one is turning out to be even crazier. And everything else compared to that is so much overdramatic sitcom fodder. So you shed in between two awful days that could do worse as in parallel space. But at least we have 3 years of utterly hilarious memories to fill the void, doing which we all started to suck a lot more than one may be have anticipated. I don't know what you expected to happen in the interim, but that probably wasn't it. Least of all, we wiping the sack with squish balls into shape like that one catchy musical number in the one where a young tall girl rise up against antiquated casseroles to defend her ancestors' water by dressing in drag and confusing menu high blood officer until she proves her worth on the battlefield by defeating an alien army single-handedly with an avalanche, and the antics of a hilarious sidekick played by Trolley and Murphy. I don't think I've seen that one. Hey, it's regular crap. But yeah, I didn't get as much training in as I wanted either. Jet climbed a bunch of lovers, but I got most of my new powers by accident. Like finding out I could turn into wind when Jack tried to stab me, or sticking my hand in the jus when learning to do this. I guess I've kind of fallen into a lot of it, but it seems to be working out. Yes, please, continue showing off your Skaya given providence to the mere mortal like some kind of asshole. Perhaps the rest of us peasants can someday be so lucky. Oh, come on, don't take it so personally. Honestly, that's not great. It's not a responsibility, and I'm sure you will be one of the first to say that none of you is also possible. That is what everyone has been telling me anyway. It looks like it's time to find out, and the tips that feel familiar, well, let me be the first to admit that I, despite my prior concepts, have not been the most possible leader either, but not for lack of trying, mind you. So step one, at least try to be possible instead of frolicking around like some kind of dipshit. You have accomplished step one. Really? Mostly. You think so, my lord? You've been very judgmental of my frolicking in the past. Don't let it go to your head. Being a leader is very hard work. That's step two of being a leader. Somebody has to keep their eyes on the grand prize while everyone else is left wandering down the hobby trail. Do you know how quickly my sessions would devolve into heartless squabbling if we didn't have one common goal in us to bunch like us to rabbit in everyone's faces? Didn't it kind of devolve into endless squabbling? It would have devolved much quicker and into even more dramatic depths if someone hasn't stepped in. Believe me, you would have hit the planet's core and skipped our having to use the Seventh Gate if I hadn't done something so deep as was drama. And look, past me was a moron with a lot of shitty ideas about how to be a good fighter, but he has that going for him. The point is we pulled it together long enough to scrape out a victory. I hope I can help us do that. It sounds stupid because I only got these powers by accident, but I kind of feel like there must be a reason why. Blah blah blah. This is some similarly country bullshit. Country bullshit that is the country bullshit is not least permeating our lives. Forever being expelled from the rectal cavity of Skaya in some horrifying display of coming cosmic god irony. There is a reason probably. Irony? Oh man, has Dave getting you to start using that word? I hope he has at least taught you to use it correctly, but I'm not sure he knows how. I only the conservatives outside of him and his stupid shades. Besides, I know the right way to use the word. Hey, I gave him those shades. I mean, yes, they are stupid, but still. I am sorry that we have not had the opportunity to exchange the God of Crossing. Humans and your strange friendship rituals. I still don't quite understand the concept of birthdays. In my culture, you celebrate the day you clone your way out of the brooding caverns and earn the right to exist with your fellow Italians. If the day was observed at all, it has done so by shattering what life with one another's. But apparently, humans exchange material goods. Weirdos. Yeah, shattering one life is frequently frowned upon. It's a miracle your species didn't starve to death as protoplasm. I will never understand how you evolved the way you did and yet survived. I'm surprised we didn't all kill each other off. Me too, honestly. All the funny fuck it took the vast globe to do us in a mystery for the ages. Personally, I think we should keep birthdays when we rebel human society wherever we end up, or troll in human society, something. The point is that I vote for birthday parties with presents and silly hats instead of crawling out of holes and killing animals. Jen would not approve. You'll be surprised. No, she doesn't like killing animals at all. People, I guess it depends. Guardian species is so fucking fickle, probably better than the endless murder happy dark carnival we have going on. We haven't even begun to consider how to build that, Tanya. I'm not convinced the whole way is how to do it, either. Hard way. This is shit mongering Christ. Only we have to try that this society bullshit and still not get it right. Before we sucked, Italian sucked. Your species may have been soft and weak, but presumably could produce caliber players. Presumably, we have made this far. I think we have long established one courtly your case. You had help from day one, thank you very much. Eh, we helped you too. This has been a mutual helping session. And a mutual messing things up for each other's session too. Eh, fair enough. I mean, I could go into detail outlining how your involvement with our actual session was torture at best, whereas we were heavily involved with yours the entire time after you passed your first guy, but I digress, bygones. Yeah, yeah, you guys got us killed a few times and you ate on us. That was a big contribution. By the way, what? Uh, what are you talking about? What? I was wondering, do you still have that weird black crush thingy on me? And I'm more of this, like lies, not around lies. No offense, I just wanted to know. I have no idea what you're talking about. I've gone spontaneously for 2 hours, mean. Please communicate with me exclusively in sign language, and I just see moving digital images. Okay, okay, fine, good to know. Continue, still Dave. Oh, and that's hate crush you had maybe on Jade. Is that still a thing? Because between you and me, this is probably a bad idea. La 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 la, look at these fingers in my hair tubs, further hiding my honoring of your ancient worlds. Got it? There, like a cat, all is well. I won't talk about it anymore if you want. Well, how's your love life then? Stuck with Jade and Bird Dave. Go checking up with anyone you here? Probably not, due to your social master taboos. Did your culture have any unspoken relation about relation with birds too? I bet it did. Yes. And I still pretty much out of that. Alpha I found out that was a version of me actually dated with her for a while. Remember how you specifically told me to not do that? I guess you just gave the message, being dead and everything. Ah, it's a poor hassle. But it didn't work out, and then it died again? I didn't get in all the details. I told you that would be hell fucking awful. She didn't do it. It was all English. Nothing like that happened with me. But I didn't mind that much. I mean, it was kind of lonely when everyone else was ignoring me, but it was like as it worked out at well for anyone. If all the stories I heard from you guys add up to anything, so the man missing all of that, life is complicated enough. Yes, be grateful you missed out on that thread wake. I know how you feel. It was the most enjoyable time with us who will to the thriller will it over. But I can attest to the fact that people either come back around or are burn their fucking morons but off without. That's fair. And hey, we are a lot of friends to spend time with, so it doesn't matter as much. Yeah, yeah, all around the Friendship Express. Don't forget all these happy fucking train metaphors being going on today. Choo choo. All aboard! I'm not making any more local us. Honk honk? No. Hey guys! Holy shit, it's not getting honey. No, no, it's okay. I'm not bad anymore. Relax. Which is technically what I'm doing right now, but I'm not doing right now. Fucking ha. I'm aware your instinct is vengeful, revenge, stabbing great coldest dog houses with the decisions that are to the head. I'm just so fucking fed up with the words cardiac arrest that I've come compared with you and your human brother's conversion abilities to teleport behind people for dramatic effect. Oh, whoops, sorry about that. But I'm so sorry about what happened earlier. Don't worry about it too much. It only makes sense that you fall into the Countess's mutant shocking agenda. She's got like every single cast power and a few English extras thrown in for some good measure. It's amazing anyone managed to stand up to that small gas board of troll-based murdering widows. No one was expecting you to shrug off a full of double shipment assault. Trust me, most of us have been there. Except the ones whose minds are mercilessly immune to circuit-based bullshit. Otherwise, she made us do something embarrassing at least once. Is that your fault? Well, not exactly. The truth is, she didn't have to try too hard. Wait, what, Jane? What are you talking about? It's kind of embarrassing. Of course, I would have helped her on my own, but she didn't make me angry at you. I was angry with you. Why? Because you were mean. John, do you remember how 3 years the same way I do? You were always so crabby. It felt like every time I talked to you, you ended up throwing your transform and stamina off. And in Tarkat, you were much worse. I guess you're so crabby by default. I don't even know your name, but when I was a kid, I got hurtful messages from you. And it didn't make my life any easier. In fact, it made it much harder. I was the impression and grateful apology and absent us of that episode. I know we said that, but apologies don't make things don't happen. Maybe John is bossing around writing reality, but no, but some things shouldn't. As if I felt bad about it, and those feelings didn't go away. Pretending that it was in the past didn't matter, and the world didn't help. Okay, wait a second. This is moving too fast for me. Are you saying that something I did upset you? Yes! Why didn't you tell me? I thought it was obvious that your behavior was inappropriate. Obviously not. We lived together for 3 whole years, and you never talked to me about anything important. Not that you were mad or sad or anything like that. I bet you could have told me. You only told me about your grandpa because I saw him before you could hide it better. You had your own dead body, which was very creepy, but you told me you didn't want me to look, so I didn't. And then you grew up alone for a while, and you let us see your house. And whenever we tried to ask questions, you changed the subject. What were we supposed to do? I didn't want to cry. If you said it was fine, I thought it was. And then you're mad because I just assumed my sister was lying to me. I guess I would make that mistake again. I wasn't lying. I was just making the executive decision not to provide certain piece of information. I'm sorry, okay? I was scared. It was all weird and confusing, and I don't want to change the way you thought of me. Jade, everything about our lives is weird now. It's weird and confusing and scary, and stuff like this make it worse. Did you think it didn't matter enough to know? Maybe you were happy or ignoring me, but you should not have expected me to read your mind. I didn't mean to ignore you. It's okay. I'm sure you had more fun going on dates and grabbing your later, and apparently being secretly mad about things. I'm used to it. Then next time, can you tell me so I'm prepared when you teleport over to beat me up? Okay. Still, I don't think you are being entirely fair. Don't you remember your 50th birthday? You know, when you told me you never thought about all sorts of things that you had never let me know about before? You waited a really long time to tell me that, even though it apparently was making me super cranky too. So I don't think it's really totally reasonable to get mad at me for this. I don't know. I guess I don't realize how frustrated I was about that until I was already getting mad about other things. I didn't try to hide it, I just didn't think of it. Really? Really? I don't know. I don't know to think about these kind of things, and then I don't know what to think about not thinking about them. Mm. Besides, I don't want to bother you. Oh, really? Not because I thought it would upset you, more because I don't want to be the willy little brother who people don't talk to because they complain. I wanted you to want to spend time with me instead of I kept fucking ignored. It's not fun feeling like everybody's forgotten about you, and it just kept getting worse and worse. But the other things wasn't talking to anyone at all. It was terrible, but I wasn't going to be the one who nagged people about it. If you wanted to talk to me, you would. I would not make you. I don't think I realized how mad it made me until I finally said it out loud. Anyway, then I did tell you. Not in a very good way. What is a good way? I don't know. But ideally, with a throwing a tantrum and passing out in the driveway, I am mad it was the finest moment. You passed out on your lawn pass. Shh! We're having an argument. Well, excuse me for throwing breath for my utterances when you have your pizza human family argument ritual. You are excused. Ah, fine, I will be here. Making no noise and continuing to allow you to work out your mirror the personal issues like some kind of religious rationing prop. Yes, a good cat. Keep it up, you're doing fine. I don't know, maybe we both messed up, but it's not like it was always that easy to talk to you. We're always doing something else. Part of the reason I wanted it was because we were being so pleasant, and I thought I didn't want to know when I got upset. But you're right. I kept too many secrets. Not because they were important to me, but because you were. I was afraid it messed something up. I was sure I'd done that. It was unfair to punish you when you didn't know you'd done anything wrong. From now on, I will try to let you know when I secretly want to beat you up. I appreciate it. And tell me when you feel lonely. You're my brother and I want to spend time with you. Even when you have better things to do. There's no such thing. If you're wrapping it up there and it's just unacceptable, hold up a hot minute fucking second. Let's call back this conversation in a few minutes. With the head of any time players committing suicide in order to make that happen. Which I fully is something we can do in some wide array of conversational tools possible people possess in order to facilitate communicating effectively with each other. It's just tactics. and familiar to you. I will walk you through it. Am I hearing this correctly? Should Harry, should Harry of all people consider a throwing volcano right from you? Or think it's a skirt plate? She told me to tell her when I went to hell that she could set up a reminder to throw a party. It's a little thing that happened. Or an excuse me once more because there's no way that Jake is getting hold for continuing to intrude into a super sibling conversation I'm not part of, and I'm in fact privileged to have it here. Sorry. We just said in the middle of something, but no, it is fine. It doesn't happen very often, so I didn't want to ruin it. To answer your question, you weren't my friend, so it doesn't care about what you followed me. I was worried about helping you in the beginning, so it didn't matter. Plus, I tried to be nice at first, but we were very hard to be nice to. So instead, you allow your friends to repeatedly flick wads of metaphorical drill nuggets at the back of your head until your screaming report at yours. That's horrible. And clear the cultural context I'm coming from here is exactly why we have more agents to prevent these terrible rash killings, which was a thing that was still very much a problem even without mind control from Motionstone Maniac being a perfectly fighter. More agents? What are you talking about? Oh, I forgot some humans managed to skip my lighting lectures upon a spare romance system. Hang on, my journalism here somewhere. That sounds interesting. Also, I'm extremely impressed. Oh, what if Rose enjoyed? Maybe. Ted, don't do it. How about we study this for someone later? Wait a minute, I hear something over in the bushes. Oh shit, said she to Jack. Don't worry about him, he's under control. He's insisting on following me around again. At least it keeps him out of trouble. As long as nobody else for him to move around. He's such a bad dog. What happened to White Jack? Is she here too? No. She's with Dave Mayer. Apparently they're old friends. It's really cute. Dave Mayer? The label is deeply offensive to the sensibilities of all freedom-loving individuals. I should have known that Strider's cataplastic hoarding tendencies know no bounds. First, I can remove furniture from the common room, and now it's moving in on a mutual acquaintance. We have, that Mayer is very much his own civic personality, and along the same lines is as much mine as he is Dave's. Even if that number is technically zero, the quality inherent to that lack of tangible quantity is an immutable fact that I'm starting for the record. That doesn't mean possession is what is taking place here. Okay, noted. But I didn't come here to debate Moya's ownership, or even to have sibling squabbles as lighting as it might be. I came here on business. My understanding is that you're in charge of handling the Jesus frog. That means an audience with the king now. The trust to our planets can be hard to find. I'm here to give you directions. Last I checked, Kanaya was out hunting down the underground lava wonderland. Because it was the one I did in my life. More fucking lava. Maybe I'm wasting my time then. I'll look around for her. I'll be right back. You're really still mad at me? It's complicated. I know you apologize and you're not the same person you were, especially not after 3 whole years. We all have changed a lot since then. And the circumstances you were in were very stressful. It can make anyone cranky. But an unconscious part of me was hurt anyway, and I don't think it ever got resolved because we brushed it over so quickly. So it's my fault as much as or more than it is yours. Anger isn't fair. It can be confusing. I'm only starting to get used to taking it seriously. You're not angry at me anymore? No, it's not your fault. Once I stopped ranting and raving, I figured it out. I apologized for that again. The world was falling apart, and I wanted someone to blame. That's the pro and the con of letting your anger lose right away. You burn through it, and more often than not, then you realize it was overblown. Maybe you should try it. What? Next time someone pisses you off, let them have it. Give them both barrels or whatever, or try to alchemize the death weapon you're currently wielding. Metaphorically speaking, obviously. Just get it all there before it turns out into something that's absolutely deadly. Jane said something like that too, but I don't know. You don't think that will make people think I'm a bad person? It's better to do that way than wear the hands body as I did. Besides, the clock beast has flown the corp at this point. You had John. He didn't know how to think about you at all. At least then they actually know who they're dealing with, instead of trying to talk to someone who's not real. I guess. Trust me, that's why they will know not to fuck with you. Is this a method you use? I don't want to hurt your feelings, but no one takes your tantrum seriously. We feel so cute and silly. Okay, thank you for once again evaluating the full weight and power of my rage, which is mighty indeed. I've already had to accept that you all seem to have some immunity from bordering of sick fascination with my masterful training abilities. There's obviously something wrong with your human brain that prevents you from feeling the awe and terror you should experience on my words of godly wisdom, but will consider the mere funny of friends. Oh my god, okay, I take it back. You're so scary and fearsome. You're the best internet troll and we're all covered in fear when your little icon pops up. Happy? No. My sarcasm and repertoire are fully functional. Thank you very much. Jeez, you're so sensitive. I had almost forgotten. Yes, many things about me are easily damaged, like my ego and also my torso column. The point is, I promise that your railing isn't going to be cut or silly. It will make grown men shit their pants in fear. Okay, I'll try. Yes, do so. Go first and unleash hell. Oh, and about what I did to you when I was on the bridge. But I feel horrible. Don't. No matter how much I retrospectively pissed you off, I know you wouldn't have done that if you had been in control of yourself. We all think terrible things sometimes. Trust me, there are plenty of terrible people I would like to have pointed off a high surface. And I won't pretend that when I visited my former playmate and friend murderer, I wasn't tempted to make him hurt a little bit. But I didn't. If you choose not to, no one matters, and she didn't give you a choice. The Empress was assumed enough life, so let her be yours. Officially forgive you is a one as feel that you're forgiving, which that isn't. No feeling guilty, that's another. Thanks. Don't mention it, never happened. No, it did. Did I miss something important? Kanaya, I gotta cut you. We are discussing official space hero business that you should definitely be a part of. Does it happen to involve locating the entrance to Akina's palace? Because I've done that. Just let us know. You're really on top of things. Considering what happened last time I tried to perfect the universe with my schedule, speed seemed unreasonable. Besides, I thought I could spend my time wisely than watching Cat and John Renite. However entertaining the result might have been to observers. I guess someone else here knows how to get to the point. What do everyone do without us? The same thing probably, but slower, and without as much deliberation. Hehe. I had a lot of fun working with you last time, but I think you two are supposed to finish the task on your own. That's something else you need to do. What? It's complicated, like a kingdom choice. I know what I need to do more or less, but I'm not sure how. I don't know I will do it yet. All I know is that it needs to be done. Do you think a kingdom will offer me the choice again? Last time it was impossible. You found a way past that I am almost certain I will be able to. I won't be able to. I don't want to have to fight her a second time. To be honest, I don't know. Even if she usually ruled, I don't think there's much of a precedent for a situation. The denizens are probably making it up as they go along to sack us. I don't find that purpose comforting. It's not too scary, but also give us more opportunities. After all, we've been through the little to get here, haven't we? Do you have any advice to know who fastened her? This sounds silly, but be yourself. The denizens have know a lot about who we are and what we are capable of. Someone even more than we know ourselves. Lying to them won't help, and since the choices they offer have to do with your potential or ability to make thought decisions, lying to yourself isn't productive either. Is she going to attempt to exploit my weaknesses or redress her failures? Maybe both of those things. Ah, after all we've been through, a monster rooting through my feeling pen for all wounds may be more than I can handle. If it's any consolation, I can't also be getting a therapy session. I try to focus on matching with a squirm, if only to distract myself from my own discomfort. Oh, please, I've been trading about the goddess without any actual trading on sharp, potty objects and squishy vanilla parts. I mean, hard. I think I can handle one too with a denizen whose coverated black speak I can even understand. They're talking about space things now, don't worry about it. I'm sure everything will be fine. Telekina said hi. For some other monsters, she's not so bad. I don't think you have to kill her. But Cat and I will do the best to atone for our mistake then. With all my mistakes, Kanaya, once you told me you were worried Rose was dangerous, what would you say about me? Rose's recklessness worried me, but I don't think you're the same way. I don't know you as well. When I communicated with you in your session, you always seemed more sensible. And your actions earlier, while under the Empress way, caught me by surprise. Not everyone from our moon was so well balanced, but you struck me as someone who thinks things through, rather than acting on an impulse of utter rage. At least when you are fully in control of yourself. I don't know if that's a fair assessment though. I went to categorize myself in the same way once, slow to act and slow to anger. Then I killed someone in half with a chainsaw, to be poetry. You sold someone in half? Wow, that sounds like a story to hear sometime. Anyway, the game has done its best to make us all dangerous, I think. I will trust you no more than I trusted Rose then. If only out of loyalty to the Mafia Light Kingdom dreamers and stalkers of my forge. Not the lack of brooding around the mission you refuse to describe, and still not knowing more about Rose's objectives. On the other hand, I did not give stopping her, or could have really. There are some people you cannot control and events you cannot avert. Whether because time loops require them to do a certain way, or because their personality traits are indelible. I find that this kind of people is both frustrating and admirable. That's funny. One part of my smart is humorous. Well, what I'm about to do is sort of the same as what Rose planned a long time ago, if it hopefully less permanent and dangerous. I don't think I want to be dangerous, so I hope you're right about me. And the well-balanced nature of my plans. Wait, what? I better go, and for what it's worth, you seem sensible and reliable too. Maybe even more so because you're not so sure of it yourself. So I'm sure your meeting with the Kina will go fine, and that you will make the right decision no matter what the choices turn out to be. Good luck. I, tu vois, on s'est là là-bas.